truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool, city lights shining so bright. Fine dining nights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right, ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
What's up, YouTube? Back at it again, Twitch. Mark 'em on, what's up, No Chaser? What, Zyrox? You know what I mean? You know, I gotta keep it real. Keep it trill. You know what I mean? It's nothing. You know, it's just the truth. And right now, you guys are the topic of conversation. So the topic today is, can men truly ever make a woman happy? How much is enough? I mean, let's mine this out. Let's mine this out. If we take a look at, you know, the current life that we're living in as American society, women, they have it the best, right? And let's make a list, right? Women, they never have to pay to get in clubs because, you know, they're treated as the prize, right? Women always, they can pick their own man, any man, the man they want. They don't have to worry about their parents or their dad picking their husband for them. They can make their own money. They can have their own bank account. They can drive their own car. They can, you name it, they can claim it. If she want to have one man, if she want to have a roster, if she wants to have her own place, these women can have it all. They even have guys where the woman is working, right? And the guy is working. But the guy is paying all the major bills. And she doesn't have to make her money one pot. The theory is his money is her money, her money, her money. So she's literally saving all her money up and doing as she pleases, and she doesn't have to pay, in the most part, any major bills, really. Now, there'll be some cases where a guy might say, oh, she's like, oh, Dad, baby, I want my own car. And he might say, well, you get your own car, you do payments, you got to pay for it. But typically, men are doing that too. Women rarely ever have to pay for one motherfucking date. Women never have to ever worry about paying for the first date. Ever. I'm not saying they haven't, but it's not expectation. It's not, they don't really have to. If women really, really want to squeeze it, they only have to pay for birthdays and anniversaries, really. If they really didn't want to. There's plenty of stay-at-home moms. And then there's, plenty of women who are in relationships where they're working, the guy's working, and the guy is still covering most of the expenses. What is it that they want? Why they keep leaving? They're leaving their husbands, they're leaving their boyfriends. What is it that y'all want? Y'all got every fucking thing. And complain about everything. You can't make these women happy. Everything. Look, she can go to and just how she fucking want to. Girl can do, if she really wants to, she can do girls trips. She can go wherever she want to go. She doesn't even have to ask her man if she don't want to. She can just get up and say, I'm leaving. Women have full autonomy to the highest level. She can literally walk outside, turn left, turn right, and the nigga be there to pay her bills. There are men paying women's bills who aren't even get any sex from them. There are men literally just ushering women lifestyles. Rich men, they're rich men just pulling up and having all these girls, and they're just literally giving them Birkin bags. They pay for everything, all expense paid trip to Miami, to Puerto Rico. There are literally women who are traveling the world right now, and a bunch of men support their travel and then pay them. A woman's beauty is currency. Then she can pick the man she wants to marry. She doesn't have to wait on her dad. She doesn't have to listen to her mom, her brothers. She gets the man she wants to get. And she's, in a lot of these cases, these women are dictating expectations. So they got the guy, he needs to come with all this shit. Men, we go with women, we have to be economically efficient or better. We have to be good looking. We have to be ready to be providers even before we are boyfriend and girlfriend. And then we're boyfriend and girlfriend, we're still providers. And then we marry, we're providers still, right? So that job is automatically shoveled over to us. If that woman takes that ring, she's already pretty much conceded that this guy is a capable provider. So why is she divorcing him 5 years, 7 years down the line? This weird way of looking at this, women have had it good in America for as long as America's been in existence. All this stuff about them having bank accounts. That is not, who really cared if they had a bank account? They didn't have to pay bills. They never had to pay bills. Right? They never had to pay bills. All women had to do back in the day, more so, is maybe a lot more housework. You know what I mean? Because the guys would have to go out and get the money. What's up, Lord ADS? That's, I mean, I give it to them. They had to do some housework. Now, 2025, they got dishwashers. They got people who come and pick up your laundry for you. Now, you don't have to sit there and do laundry anymore if you don't want to. You can drop your laundry off at laundromats now. They got people who will wash them, fold them for you. They charge you by the pound. Women have it easy now. They don't have to do a whole bunch of stuff anymore. They don't have to bust their back anymore. They got a vacuum cleaner. All you do is push the vacuum cleaner and it vacuums by itself. You don't even have to push it. Just put it on the ground and it just goes. You can be on your phone while the vacuum's vacuuming, chilling, texting. The kids, you only got really, think about it. The kids they have to raise, they only got them for 5-6 years. That's it. Women only really have to really engage with their kids full time, 5 to 6 years. And then what happens? They ship them off to school. Then the school system takes 8 hours, and then you can put them in after school programs to make it to 10 hours or even 12 hours. The school is pretty much raising the kids, pretty much. So she dropped the kids off, let's say, so from 0 to 6 years old, she has to be with a kid. Let's just say, right? She has to be a lot of attention, feeding them, changing diapers, then, all that. For 0 to 6. Then at 6, they enter school. Drop the kids off at school from that time to whatever time she picks them up. Right? Drop the kid off like 7, 8 o'clock, 8:30, or even 9, and pick them up at 5 or 6:30, whatever you negotiate with the school, whether you want to put them in the after school program or whatever, but you pick them up. So that's from 9 to 6 o'clock. And then when the kids get home, they're winding down. It's wind down time, right? So they get home at 6, boom, homework. After the homework's done, play a little bit. So from 6 to 8, so 2 hours. Get the homework done. Probably most kids, they want to go and watch. After homework done, they want to watch Netflix, or they want to play with some toys, or maybe shoot the ball or something, So that's a whole hour and a half right there, right? The homework's we say the homework takes about 30, 40 minutes. Boom, done. Another hour and a half, play the games or whatever, Netflix, or, phone. A lot of kids got phones now. So you don't even really have to take the kids nowhere no more, too much, unless they're playing sports, right? So they might have a little bit. But 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, you ain't going to be taking them too many places right away. So you just homework, you're going to do the little thing, 8, 9 o'clock, they're in bed. A good parent's going to have their kids in bed by 9 o'clock, no later than 9 o'clock, because they got to be up for the next day to go to school. So typically, you're only really dealing with them for 3 hours after they get out of school. Put in the bed, bam. Then up at 6 in the morning, 7:30, whatever, you wake up, off to school. This is the format. Then the weekends, family night, family weekends. So you get 5 days off for 4. You raise the kids part-time for 5 days a week. Full-time on the weekends. And a lot of times, most Most parents, yeah, they're working, yeah. But even if they're not, whether they're working or not, they don't have to be with the kids at a high rate. That's what I'm saying, right? And most women are working because they want to work. A few maybe have to work because the bills, they're more. Listen, the women who have to work are the ones who have, they have high expectations. They got big dreams. So they be the man who makes 50, 60K, but he tells them, hey, if you want that house, because he's like, I could get us a 2-bedroom home or townhome, and we good. She's like, no, baby, no, baby. We want a big house. We want a backyard. So that's why she has to work now. Because he said, okay, you got to get a job then. Right? You got to get a job then. But all things be equal. All things be equal. Women still in majority from a large level. When they're in a relationship or marriage, they don't have to pay the mortgage. So even when they're working, they're saving all that money up for themselves pretty much. They do a little grocery shopping around the house, decorate the house. They buy for furniture, you know what I mean? Do a few things here and there. But the major, big kahuna, the mortgage, which is the big kahuna, the men are shoveling that expense. So really, and then all the stuff around the house, like if something breaks down, like, something, the roof, something break, or anything that's physically challenging, the man's going to take care of it. The man's going to take care of it, no problem. Now, you may have to wait till the weekend when you get some time off work, depending on if it's an emergency or not, but, or he's going to call in some people to do it. But if it's, by hand, the man can take care of that. So women got it easy still to this day. Most women work desk jobs. They're not working out. They're not out working in construction, throwing bricks, picking up bricks and buildings. These women ain't out here, lifting, do a lot of heavy lifting. Most of them, 98% of them, and the 2% play sports. 98% of them got desk jobs, nursing jobs, jobs that do not require physical, aggression. Most women are nurses or, desk jobs like paralegal secretarial, something moderately where it doesn't take all their energy. Most women are engineers. So when you really look at it, the jobs that the women have aren't even physically challenging. So when they get home, it should be no problem for them to still be able to put on for the family. Think about it. Think about it. They have it easy. Okay, the economy may off the roof, Zyrach, but you guys are not working labor-ridden jobs. Only 18 are hard labor jobs, 18%. Yeah, and all the men work them. Most men we got plumbers, electricians, construction. Still, those jobs. I'm just saying, women, you guys don't have jobs like that. Even if it was 50%, you guys would not be the majority of doing those jobs. So you guys got it easy, and you guys are always complaining. Always, and this has been. You guys have never done heavy lifting throughout the build of this country. You guys never had to do any hard labor But you want to scream that you were oppressed. Y'all screaming, oh, we was oppressed back in the day. Oppressed doing what? Y'all never had to lift no bricks. Y'all didn't have to build no railroads. Women, they never had to build a railroad. Tell me, where were you oppressed at? No shit, Xerox. Of course you're the weaker sex. And we make sure that you guys don't have to do that. But you guys complain about, oh, well, back in the day we was oppressed, so we needed more rights. We need to come out of oppression. What y'all didn't, all y'all did, listen, women in this society, since the beginning of time, y'all pretty much have one duty that mandated, that used to be mandated, not anymore. Have kids. Have kids, right? Pretty easy. I'm not saying it's easy to have kids at the birth part, but once that's over with, now you off to the races. You're off to the races. Once the baby, a couple of kids, boom. And once again, you only got 5 to 6 years with the kid, and they're off to, you're shipping them off to school. So that's just a simple formula. And look, I'm not saying y'all don't do anything, Xerox. I'm not saying women don't do absolutely nothing, but y'all complain a lot for the little shit you do. I hear women complaining all the time. Oh, we want higher wages. We want this, we want that, we want this. Y'all divorcing your husbands because y'all want more money. Y'all divorcing your husbands because y'all want more emotional support. When your husband is not a psychologist, he is not a therapist. Men, we are not, all of us are not licensed therapists. We can listen to you. We can give you what we think is solutions, but we are not doctors for the most part. So anything, when you do your emotional roller coaster, you need to keep in mind that that's not our duty. Anything to do with you internally, that's on you, baby. That's on you. How you gonna blame me for what you got going on inside your body? Your body, your choice, right? And then for the nerve of you guys have it. You guys don't have to pay for nothing. You guys get to look. All women gotta really do is look pretty all day. Everything y'all do because y'all want to do it. You want to be, if you're a lawyer, because you want to be a lawyer. Ain't nobody forcing a woman to be a lawyer. If you want to do something, electrician, because y'all want to. If y'all want, if being a wife, because y'all want to be a wife, y'all don't have to be a wife. Y'all want to be a wife or want to be a girl, whatever, right? And then y'all come on here and complain about rights to abort. Y'all crying, oh, y'all protesting, y'all bawling, eyes bawling out, full of crying tears. We can't delete our babies when we want to. Y'all want to complain about something. Y'all complain about everything. Y'all don't even want, y'all even are ducking the responsibility of getting pregnant. Y'all blame it on the man. But you guys really don't have a room to complain because you guys got it good, especially in America. I ain't been there yet. I ain't been to Europe. I ain't been to motherfucking Cambodia. I ain't been to South America. But in America, women got it good. Women, y'all don't have to pay for nothing. You guys get full protection from armed forces and from the paramilitary to men on the street, to your husbands, your boyfriends, your brothers. Y'all get full protection. You guys get to go on girl trips. You guys get to dress half naked on the street. And ain't nobody can check you, boo. Because men have stopped other men for telling women what they can wear and what they can't wear. Y'all got it good. And y'all still complain. We can't make y'all happy. How much is enough? How much is enough? Look, I love you women. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love the way y'all look. I love y'all bodies. I love personality. Some of y'all, I don't like all y'all personality. I don't love all y'all, but I got love for a lot of y'all who I deal with. But y'all ain't never satisfied. Y'all ain't never happy. And all y'all do is come on here and complain. So I got some videos it's going to show y'all that, you know, you guys are never satisfied. So this video is going to show how, you know, the baby daddies, the stepfathers, you guys don't even respect them. Y'all, this is a country where you can be a baby mama and men will step up and be a baby daddy. Who gonna check me, boo? Y'all got niggas that ain't even, that are loving you, that are coming into a ready-made family. That's not, the kids are not his, and he's stepping up. Where they do that at? And he's proud of it. Men are out here being proud stepdaddies. Then you women, y'all don't want to do the free shit for your man. Y'all don't want to run his bathwater. Y'all don't want to give him a massage when he get home from work. Y'all don't want to, you know, make sure y'all cater to him to make sure that he got everything psychologically that he needs from you, support system. All y'all do is be self-centered and complain about everything and make everything about you. Women are notorious for, I'm coming home happy from work, had a good day at work, and her emotions has hijacked my moment. And now she brings me down because now I got to take her energy on, which is negative. And I know the solution, but she's not trying to hear no fucking solution. She just wants to dump on me this emotional stress. It brings me down too. Now I'm fucked up. And at the end of the day, y'all are still leaving. And that's the craziest part that, for me, is the big, big problem. Y'all didn't want to file the motherfucking divorce papers. Or then y'all want to all of a sudden break the relationship up. Because you don't feel the same. We love y'all, but damn. All we want from y'all is just show some appreciation. You know, man, God damn. Can we get a little some love, baby? Can you show niggas some love? Show your man some love, boo. That's all we ask you to do. We'll go out here and grind. We don't give a fuck. We'll grind so that stability, the house is up. We will make the sacrifice. And all you got to do is show a little appreciation. And, you know, when I come home, you have my bath water ready for me with bubble bath in it. Boom. Then when I get out the bath water, after I dry off, you got on that lingerie. You dancing sexy for me, twerking on me. Boom. You like, I missed you, daddy. How was your day? Daddy. Boom. and I cook something for you. I got you a meal prepared. Boom. And you only got to do that once a week. Once a motherfucking week. You ain't got to do it every day. Even if you did it twice a month, that would be cool. But y'all never will reciprocate. On top of y'all complain about all the shit y'all don't have, even when you have enough.
I've already taken care of these kids. I've already raised them for years at a time. It wasn't enough. They don't want no father figure. They want a crash dummy. I was already that guy where she was able to work full time and she didn't have to pay for a babysitter. She finally got what she wanted in life. She gets to keep her paychecks, drive the boyfriend's car. She ain't had to worry about gas. It was full all the time. Make her money, didn't have to spend it. That wasn't enough. Be careful. Be careful who y'all date out here. Y'all gentlemen, y'all do a lot. And I appreciate y'all hard work, but be careful where y'all spend y'all money. Be careful.
You know, I got into a conversation last night on After Hours on a panel, and it was centered around a video where a guy or a woman was complaining about a guy that wouldn't carry her bags, and it was the first time that she really had met him, and they had went to the store together, and she went shopping, and they walked 20 minutes, which seemed like it's about a mile, and then she had a bag that she had put all the stuff in there that she had shopped, and he wouldn't carry her bag. And then in the conversation on the way back, she was asking him, why won't you carry my bag? And so he said that it's because I only do things for women that I deem as special or is playing a special role in my life, like a girlfriend or fiance or a wife like that. I'm not just doing that for a chick that I just met or some random that I don't see a future with, basically. And so she was just like, yo, this is why I'm not friends with guys and all of this stuff. But then I started thinking to myself, and I started trying to make sense of it. And I was thinking to myself, I wonder if she would force a woman that she was friends with or ask a woman that she was friends with to carry her bag. Like, why is that expectation automatically heaped upon men? And I'll tell you why. It's not just because of gender roles. It's also because a lot of women are using men, and this is not for every woman, but there's a lot of women that are using men, whether they're in a relationship or whether they're in a friendship. They are taking advantage of a lot of these guys. And that is what makes a lot of guys bitter, right? Because it's not reciprocated. The energy is not reciprocated. And if a woman then says, you know what, I don't want to be bothered no more, or I'm done with you, I want to move on with my life, you have to respect that. You're expected to respect that from a woman, right? You don't have any other choice. Once she says no, no means no. But if a guy then draws a line and says, this is my boundary, you know what the first thing is that they're going to say? One or two things. Either you hate women or he must be gay or he got to be down low. Because if it's not self-serving and selfish, which in my 43 years on this earth, what I've realized is that almost everything, and obviously, again, I have to qualify this because I know a lot of y'all get y'all panties in a bunch. A lot of y'all won't admit that almost every single action and determination for whether or not a guy is supposed to be in your life is if it somehow, some way serves you.
I hate being a dad. Point blank period. I wake up every day, not thankful to be a dad. Wish I wasn't a dad. Nothing changed my mind about that. I've told my baby mama how I don't think I'll ever get over the fact that when I told her I didn't want a kid, she still was like, I don't care, and had a kid. But this feeling has never stopped me from showing up, ever. Does not diminish how much I love my child because she is dope as hell, or the responsibility I have to my baby mama as respect for her being her kid, our kid's mom, and to what I owe to pour into my own daughter to make sure she grows up to be someone who I respect and her herself can respect. So for any of y'all who be having this feeling of, oh my goodness, I hate being a parent, boom, 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 whatever, I feel you.
Y'all women want the world. if we don't want the baby, y'all want to keep the baby. If we want the baby, y'all want to delete the baby, right? It's everything is centered around, you guys. And you guys, I just listen, I'm not even advocating for you guys not getting all these things. But I am advocating for you guys that you need to start putting in more work with the men. You guys need to start showing your appreciation. You guys need to step up and quit complaining. Tough it up. Y'all talk all that shit. I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bop. Bop, bop. Take me through there. Take me through there. But when we take y'all through there, y'all want to jump out the plane. Y'all want to jump the mission. We'll take you through there. Y'all talking that shit. Y'all popping y'all shit. Stand on it. Stand on it then. If you're going to marry, then stand on it. Don't leave at the first time, the sign of, man. Don't leave because times get a little tough. Y'all got to stay in there. Y'all want all the rights of a man. Y'all want all this power of, look at me. I'm just like you. I'm your equal. But y'all don't want to step up and pay for shit. Help your man with the mortgage. You go walk in there and say, you know what, baby? I'm going to pay the mortgage because I love you and I see that I know you ain't struggling, but I want to put a skin in the game just because I fucking want to. And I'm a part of this journey and I feel I need to be a part of it in every way, both emotionally, spiritually, and financially. Since y'all want to be that bitch, the bad bitch, career woman, right? Your independence. So step up and live in your truth then. And then stop asking men, hey, pay for date. Hey, no, I'm paying for this date. I'm going to pay my own bill. Matter of fact, no, I'm paying for the whole thing. I don't give a fuck. Say it. And then put the card on the table. I'll pay for it. Because I'm putting the skin in this. But no. As soon as if men even ask women to do this, hey, you gonna pay, we gonna go Dutch, or we gonna split the bill, she's ghosting them. Because she's ghosting them. We can't make you guys, it's just no way to make you guys happy. I just don't think there's a way. How much is enough? And then on top of that, y'all complain over and over and over again. Oh, this and that. Oh, you this, that. Oh, you that. Oh, my man ain't that. Oh, and then y'all go to work with the shit. Y'all take the business, you take our relationship business to work. And you're talking to strangers. You're talking on the phone to your family. Putting our business in their ears. Because y'all don't give a fuck. Instead of waiting till I get home, we can talk about it. We get it solved. Drop it, move on. Y'all want to go and carry it to work. Carry it to your family. And then you never tell the whole story. So, the only way we're going to get to the bottom of this problem is we got to look at the problem, the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is, women ain't never satisfied. They're never satisfied, and they never will be.
I am what people doing. That's crazy. Listen, we're gonna play the video. We're gonna come back and give our thoughts on it.
Pero tómalo. ¿Y qué es eso?
Tómalo para que tú
¿Pero
lo
qué
leas.
es eso?
Pero tómalo, léelo.
Ok, ¿qué es eso?
Ese es el papel donde ahí dice que tú me estás engañando. Yo no voy a culpar al niño, porque él no tiene culpa. Pero tú no debiste hacerme eso a mí, sabiendo que yo soy un gran hombre, un buen hombre, y me disculpo con tus familiares, me apena con tu mamá, con tu papá, con tu tía también, que son súper buenas personas. Pero tú has estado engañando a un hombre que no te ha hecho nada. Entonces tú eres tan cínica que me preguntas qué pasó. Míralo bien, míralo. ¿Sabes qué ha pasado ahora? Yo no me voy a quedar ahí.
So basically, what the guy is saying is, you know, she was cheating on him and with another guy. And then I guess he got DNA. He got DNA tests showing that the baby's not his. Right? What he paying for bills, treated her like a queen, all that shit. And now he shows her the paperwork and the baby shower of the DNA evidence that I guess he took the, you know, whatever, and found out that the baby ain't his. So, you know, it seemed like it's just a bad deal all across the board. And men, and then now enough about the women, right? Now let's get to us. We have to start being more selfish. It's time to start putting ourselves first. We got to be. Because the more we give, the more they take, and the more they don't appreciate. We have to sit here and understand that, okay, it is what it is. They're not going to change. So we have to be, you know, we have to understand a woman in her full nature will never be satisfied. And we got to stop trying to satisfy them. We have to satisfy ourselves. And yeah, do we want women? Do we still want to have sex with women? Do we still want to have company of women? Yes. But we don't have to marry them. We don't have to give them no ring. We don't have to give them no paperwork. We don't have to give them no wedding. Right? So, I mean, just saying, right? Because, and once again, at the rate that they're leaving, at 800, remember, it's 1 million divorces a year. 1 million divorces every year. And 80% of them are filed by the women. That's 800,000. There's just no way you can, it's just impossible to keep them happy. So, you know, a woman who has everything afforded to her and charging high prices for you to be with her and still leaves you. Women out here still cheating. They're still complaining about everything, even when you could be the best man you are. Look at all these athletes with all this money. Right? Look at all these athletes, all this money. They can't even keep a woman. They can't even, all the money, lifestyle, everything for this girl. And they can't keep them. Because it's impossible to please, even with all the money in the world. All the money in the world, you cannot keep these women happy. There's just no way possible. Because it's always going to be something. It's always going to be something. So, you know, it's just no way. There's just no way you're going to be able to keep that or maintain an appetite that big. A lot of things, men and women, we build together, the woman puts very little in. But we still accept her. We accept men, we accept that. Brittany Renner couldn't even stay married. She stayed married for 30 days. 30 days. 30 days. I think she might got a new record. I don't know. I'm not sure. Right? 30 days. And she couldn't even stay married to a man with great resources. He got rid of her quick. Right? Because women, they always want more. They want more. They want more. They want more. They want more. But you can't never give it all to them. Because how much is enough? How much is enough? You know?
You're not gonna.
So I got another video for y'all. You know, I got some more videos to show just how ungrateful these women are. Right? I got so much information. That's why I like the day of information, because we could just pull up the information. Now we know who Dwight Howard is, right? Former NBA player, you know, defensive player of the year, played for the Lakers. His wife, she divorced him after 6 months and says she wants half his assets.
I'm gonna talk about Dwight on my page. You're not. You're not. That's why y'all notice, like, did y'all notice when we first got together, I was posting and I was so happy and it was Black love and I was so happy. And then I was reading the comments.
Never. Right? Dwight Howard worth over 140 million. Over 140 million. And his wife filed for divorce after 6 months.
Amy Luciani from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta just shocked everybody. She filed for divorce from NBA star Dwight Howard after only 6 months of marriage. Fans can't believe it. They're saying the honeymoon phase didn't even last, calling this the shortest love story of the year. Some people are dragging the relationship as toxic from day one, while others think this might be Amy's big comeback to reality TV. The drama feels straight out of Love and Hip Hop, but this time it's real life. So what do you think? Is this Amy's glow-up era or the biggest L of 2025? Let me know in the
6 months. She filed for divorce after 6 months. Damn. Oof. Damn, that's not even 6 months, nigga. Damn. That is, she was in it for the money, right? Right? She was in it for the bag. She got what she wanted. You know what I mean? And left. I'm done with you, Negro. Let's go to Corey Holcomb.
There needs to be classes, in my opinion, to educate people. I didn't say men. To educate people on exactly what they're getting into. Because at one time in this world, a marriage was between man, woman, and God. No. A marriage is basically saying, I'm such a sucker for this person. I'm willing to allow them and their government to run my life. And if it go bad, that person and their government determines what happens to me. Are you ready for that with your hard working? It don't matter how hard you worked. If you allow this to happen to you, you're going to lose. Unless you hit rock bottom. If you ain't got no money.
Well, speaking of Atlanta, you know, I got to ask because I'm the woman in the room. Are you legally married to my girl, Amy Luciani?
Oh, yeah. It's always some rumors, but just keep that side of my life private so everybody ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Keep that private and keep it moving.
I got some of the craziest cars I could have had. Brabus, this car was $1.2 million. 6x6, big old truck. $1.2 million. Rolls Royces, Maybachs, all these cars. Sold all of them. Got 2 cars back, but they was better than all of them.
Yeah.
Drive better, feel better, cost effective. Got rid of everything I had from my past life. End up meeting my wife. Everything I got back greater because I was willing to give up. What are you willing to give up to get?
6 months later.
So Amber, or Amy, as people might know her from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, there's been conversations about the fact that she filed for divorce only after 6 months of them being married, and people are basically saying she did it for his money.
She cited that her marriage to Dwight Howard is irretrievably broken with no prospects for reconciliation. Day after that, which is July 2nd, they both filed restraining orders on each other, all right? She's asking the court that all marital assets and properties be divided equally between her and Howard. She also...
Yeah, she asked that all marital assets be divided equally. Who had all the assets? I think Dwight's worth $140 million. Right? Obviously, he has all pretty much 96% is his. And now she files for divorce. Trick, got you. Got you. She was only in it. See, and you know, she played the role. She wasn't never happy until she gets her happiness ain't done until she gets half his shit. She was coached. She talked to her lawyers. They told her, you got to do 180 days, baby. 180 days, and you're eligible to get half his shit. And you see Dwight, he gave up. He sold all his nice cars, Rolls Royces, all them things. And he gave up a lot of stuff just so he can get a life for his wife. Because maybe his money was running short, man. Maintaining that shit is expensive. The maintenance on a Rolls Royce, you got to drive it, shit. So, yeah. And she did what? Got him. Got him. And I mean, I don't know why Dwight married her. I mean, but, you know, she, even if he was doing something on the side, she knew what she was getting herself into. See, and that's the problem I have with women. That's why you guys are freaking liars. Y'all chase these rappers. Y'all chase these athletes. Y'all chase these big time drug dealers, CEOs. And y'all know they got a gang of bitches. Y'all know they have a lifestyle which is afforded to them. You know what you're getting yourself. When you're picking this man, when you're coming on to him or making yourself presentable with him, you have to take his baggage. That's the name of the fucking game. That's just like if I meet a girl and she's a hoe. And I know that, you know, she's doing this with her body, all these different guys. If I marry her, I accept that what comes with that. So I'm not going to file divorce 6 months later because I'm signing up for this. And these women, you guys sign up to be with these type of guys. And then on top of that, y'all get lifestyle. And then all of a sudden, y'all not happy no more. Because what? Because what? You can control him? Your job, listen, women, once again, I love you guys. But you being my wife, don't make you my mama. You being my girl, don't make you my mama. Okay? Okay? If I am loyal to you for some reason, it's because I think it's necessary and I want to do it. And it's not for you, it's for me. But you guys seem to think that you guys are entitled to somebody, you know, to tell somebody to check in with you or how much coochie they can get or how much. No, that is, you guys, listen, if you're going to marry a man with great means like Dwight Howard, with a lot of money, a lot of fame, status, you're signing up for this shit. This is on you. You should expect that, and you should embrace that. But what's the problem? What's the problem? Because it's still a fair exchange. You're still winning. I'm sure he's buying her Birkin bags. I'm sure he's putting her in a fresh whip. Don't trip. I'm 100% sure he's taking her to top restaurants, elite dining. I'm sure she's getting treated. I mean, come on, man. What the fuck do y'all want? What the fuck do y'all want? For real. What the fuck do y'all want? Motherfucker been all this money on y'all. I don't know what the fuck y'all want. Y'all come into this world. You know what I mean? And y'all have all these motherfucking-tations. But y'all, when y'all get it, when y'all make it happen, y'all complain about it. Y'all, Zyrex, I don't want to hear that shit from you. You won't even make his bathwater. You won't even make his bathwater. You ain't showing no love. You ain't no better. You won't even do anything free for him. And this is the problem with a lot of these women. They with dudes, right? They don't want to do anything extraordinary for their guys because the stuff that they get from these guys, they feel these guys owe them. Look, you being with a bad bitch, you know, you need to be paying me. All this I'm getting from you, I deserve it. This is the cost to be with me. Yeah. She's not looking at it like, oh man, I was struggling. He bailed me out. He put me on. He did this for me, and I really appreciate it. No. When y'all get stuff from men, y'all feel entitled. Oh, yeah. He better be glad I ain't getting this coochie to nobody else. So he better be paying my bills. And now I'm getting this coochie away. Fuck it. And this is y'all mentality. So we will never be able to truly make these women happy. This is why I advise, and I'm strongly against marriage. I am very against marriage. Because there's just no way. There's no way to quantify, and there's no way to really know how much a woman wants. Zero, go run the bathwater for him when he get home. I'll go run the bathwater while he's watching the football. Go, right? You talking about equal or fair. How is it equal fair? If I'm paying the mortgage, If I'm paying the mortgage and I'm dealing with your emotional baggage, and I ain't even the motherfucking doctor, but I got to deal with your emotional trauma, your emotional breakdowns, or your emotional meltdowns, I should charge you. We should start charging y'all for these services. What do you mean equal exchange services? We should start charging you guys to listen to that shit coming out y'all emotional duress. Baby, what's wrong? I'm losing weight. Hey, I'm charging. I didn't charge you. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not dealing with men. Come on. You got, oh, Zyrox, you get under my skin today. We dealing with y'all emotions. No, you don't, men. We're not really emotional like that. We don't break down and start motherfucking crying all the time. Most men are not going to show that type of weakness in front of their wife. For men to show emotional weakness or be emotionally distraught is a gunshot wound to the relationship. She loses a lot of respect for you, and we know that. So we ain't going to do that. So women don't have to deal with man's emotional breakdowns on a large numbers. Is there time to time you might have a funeral and he might tear up because his favorite uncle or his mama passed away, something like that? Yeah. But just walking home from work and we start crying and tearing up? No, that don't happen. Y'all capping. Nigga, men ain't crying just coming from work because it's a hard day. You might be a little frustrated, but we ain't emotionally like, oh my God, I want to, our boss, no, we don't do that. Anger, yeah, because you'll make us angry, Zyrox. You guys make us frustrated. That comes from the women. We ain't got no hidden trauma. Men don't have trauma. We don't have trauma. Right? We have fights. We get down. We shoot each other. We don't like each other, but we don't have trauma. Only people who have trauma come from the war. Post-traumatic, whatever that is, coming from motherfucking, Afghanistan, some shit. But day-to-day life here in America, men ain't got trauma. We don't have trauma. Either they're gang banging or they're working a regular job. Or they're high earner, or they're rich. So men, we don't have trauma. We have drama. Yeah, men, we don't have trauma. Listen. The only time you see a nigga really break down is when he finna get that life sentence, he might break down a little bit, tear up a little bit, because a lot to lose. You finna go to jail for life, but by the time he hit the yard, he's ready to go to war. He's suited and booted. The fuck? We suited and booted. We soldiers out here. Zyrox, I don't know what type of husband you got, but I'm 100% sure he's not an emotional wreck. He's not emotionally wrecked. Men are not emotionally under duress like that. We don't move like that. That's why we're a majority in the army. We've always been taking over shit. We're going to continue to take over shit. We're going to continue to have wars in the middle of the street, shootouts, right? Men are masters at critical thinking during chaos. So once the bullets start flying, niggas ain't finna start crying. Niggas finna start figuring out, okay, where my pistol at? Or maybe might run and try to go get another pistol because it might be outgunned, but we ain't gonna start crying. We're gonna break down and, oh my God, the homies, they got too many. No, we don't do that. That's not how men are made up. So anyway, you women, this is what you women are. You guys, emotional bowling balls. And you want everything your way. You want everything your way. Y'all think y'all at Burger King, have it your way. And then the crazy part about it, y'all complain. Y'all ain't never happy. Y'all ain't never satisfied. A nigga can give you a house. A person can give you their life savings. A person can make sure all your bills are paid. And you know what you'll say? I want more. Because then you'll look on Instagram and you look over that fence and seeing all them nice ass, bigger houses, bigger than yours, cars nicer than yours, and say, I want to do better than that. Just a simple fact. You women would never truly be happy because you guys are just selfish. You know what I mean? You guys selfish. Let's keep it real. I'm finna go. We finna get into this. We finna have a show today. Y'all ain't never happy. I got another video of y'all crying. We finna go.
Ship and love are different. And I don't think I understood that when I was married, because if he cheats, if he lies, partnership and love are different. And I don't think I understood that when I was married, because if he cheats, if he lies, if he loses his job, if he goes broke, if he ends up having a baby on you, are you going to stay or are you going to leave and break that partnership up and possibly try again out in these streets where there's really nothing out there like that?
First of all, I don't think love is enough in a relationship.
Okay.
I don't, because love.
She said it. Love ain't enough. Y'all want us to be happy with the least. Yes. Yes. You damn right. Because it seems like the more y'all get, the more y'all complain.
Is a feeling and feelings are fleeting. I think the Bible teaches you how to love. You know, love is patient. Love is kind. It does not boast. These are showing you all the things and how to actually love someone. But the actual feeling itself is a chemical that comes into it, comes in, it goes out. Is you can't train love. You either have it or you don't. You feel it or you don't. And so I do feel like that's where commitment and partnership come into play. Because if you are thinking of your partner as in husband and wife, as in we ride or die, like we ride at dawn. You feel me? Like that is a whole different scenario and a whole different experience than being with this person that I'm just married to, than being with this person that I just get to sleep with. Better yet, being with this person that's my roommate and I get to split all the bills 50-50 with, that I sometimes get to be intimate with. So,
Did you hear that? Did y'all hear that? She said a person that I'm 50-50 with is like a roommate. She called her husband, if he's her husband and she's paying 50-50, she said she considered him a roommate. Y'all ain't never satisfied. She said, if my husband makes me pay 50-50, he is my roommate. I consider him a roommate. That's why I never do 50-50, because I know I know the trap. I know the plot. I know the plan. Yeah.
So
that I really don't even like that.
So a woman who's splitting the bills 50-50 with her man, that's her roommate and not her man? Partnership.
Let's look at this again. Let's look at this video. Let's look at this video again.
And love are different. And I don't think I understood that when I was married, because if he cheats, if he lies, if he loses his job, if he goes broke, if he ends up having a baby on you, are you going to stay or are you going to leave and break that partnership up and possibly try again out in these streets where there's really nothing out there like that?
First of all, I don't think love is enough in a relationship.
Okay.
I don't, because love is a feeling and feelings are fleeting. I think the Bible.
So she just literally exposed women. So, gentlemen, when your woman tell you, I love you, she's only lying to you. Because she just said love is fleeting. So the women know it's fleeting. So they know when they tell you, I love you, it's only for a little bit, nigga. It's only to bait you in. It's the hook, line, and sinker. Because women realize that love is fleeting. But this is what women also don't understand. Love is an action. It's an action word. It's a verb. It's an action word. So they not necessarily deal with feelings or emotions. It's actions speak louder than words. Love is an action word. This is the delusion of women. They think love is, oh, it makes me feel good. That's not love. That's lust and desirability. Love is an action word. That means show and tell. So when I come home and you're in your bathwater for me, that's a show of love and gratitude. And not that funky ass attitude. Hit the like button, nigga. Hit the like button. Ruth is cooking today. Let's go.
Teaches you how to love. You know, love is patient. Love is kind. It does not boast. These are showing you all the things and how to actually love someone. But the actual feeling itself is a chemical that comes into it. It comes in, it goes out. Is you can't train.
Love is patient. Love is patient. Love is patient. You hear what she said? Love is kind. So how come y'all divorcing? How come y'all switching out your boyfriends every 2 weeks?
Love, you either have it or you don't. You feel it or you don't. And so I do feel like that's where commitment and partnership come into play. Because if you are thinking of your partner as in husband and wife, as in we ride or die, like we ride at dawn. You feel me? Like that is a whole different scenario and a whole different experience than being with this person that I'm just married to, than being with this person that I just get to sleep with. Better yet, being with this person that's my roommate and I get to split all the bills 50-50 with, that I sometimes get to be intimate with.
So
that I really don't even like that.
So a woman who's splitting the bills 50-50 with her man, that's her roommate and not her man?
That's what she said, Zyrat. We are patient. You see this woman? See, you can never make this woman happy. Because y'all ain't patient nor kind enough. She'll never make him happy. Look at him. She's just always complaining. Y'all don't never do that. Y'all ain't make us happy. But actually, she paying her mortgage. Zyrat, you paying your mortgage? You got to worry about your bills? You got a place to stay? You got a roof over your head? Tell us about your life. So you ain't talking about you, is you? So your husband ain't patient with you? Is that what you said, Zyrat? Your husband, he's oppressing you? Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Right? You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. Come on, Zyrat. Is your husband, is he not, is you said he isn't patient and kind to you? Well, Zyrat, we pay all the bills. We have a right to complain. Y'all don't pay shit. People who are beneficiaries and get a whole bunch of free shit don't have a right to fucking complain. Freeloaders. Yeah, the freeloaders. Women are freeloaders. So what are you complaining about? Let's get it in there. Y'all freeloaders. How y'all gonna tell somebody that you're depending on to give you things What do you complain about? Freeloaders. Women are essentially freeloaders. They're all they do is beg. Y'all beggars. Y'all beg. How you doing? Huh? Can you get my cash out? All y'all do is beg for money. Beg for shit. Even when you got shit, you beg for shit. Y'all can have a lot of money and still beg for shit. Y'all greedy, envious, spiteful, undelightful when it comes to, appreciating the thing that you're getting for free. Y'all freeloaders. Prove me wrong. Prove me that y'all not freeloaders. Huh? Talk to me. I'll talk back. And all women do is want. They want. They want. They want. But they don't like to give. They want take.
So if a man is,
they want to take. They don't want to give. But you said right here, Zyrex, because y'all ain't patient nor kind to us. That's what you said, y'all. That's because who's your husband? You didn't say accept my husband. See, capping. Y'all capping. And y'all be rapping. I got another video. We're going to play this video.
is paying that bill in that house and he has to work 40 hours a week, he has to spend 160 hours a month of his time sacrificing it to provide for you. He is automatically, innately selfless from the get-go. And if I have to change my schedule to make sure I can still be a dad at that, because a lot of men can't be dads and be providers at the same time. And he's changing his schedule so he can be a dad in the daytime, work overnight, and be a provider at the nighttime. That is crazy amount of selflessness. English, who works more hours? I didn't care about your schedule. Who works more hours?
No. The clarification.
Who works more hours, Amanda Sue? Think about who you learn from. And you know what the funny thing is? I've learned from my mother that I don't need people. And that's the worst thing.
In Atlanta, because you know the
Yes.
whole. You're not
You know that
thing.
song?
I'm like, yeah, they're like, that's not Atlanta.
That's not Atlanta.
From Bankhead.
Not Bankhead, but around the way.
Yeah.
Around the way.
And to show a stretch showcase. Feel free.
These women ain't loyal.
Platform literally was designed to empower people. I started pretty much in the pandemic when everyone was kind of trying to figure out life, right? We're all stuck at home. I started doing lives on Instagram and we would just talk and chat and figure it out. Nightcap with Nick. And so it's a place to come to feel empowered, to know that you can do and be and go and just have all the things that you want to have. I coach predominantly women, but I'm definitely open to coaching men. I think the pink and the blush, the light colors kind of throw people off like, wait, it's just for women, but it's not. I host live events now in Atlanta called Nightcap with Nicole. I have one coming up in March. I just had one. Super cool. But we came out together. We had drinks, had some food. We hung out, mixed and mingled, networked, and then we had a chat at the end of the night.
So let's jump into it. Rico, you were saying that you're a very selfless person.
Selfless.
That's what I said.
No, I know what you said. I want to make sure they know.
Oh, selfless.
Yeah. So I'm one of my best traits as a friend, as a lover, as somebody who's dating, is the fact that I'm very, very considerate. I hold people, like when they say treat others the way you want to be treated, if I deem you as somebody with the potential importance in my life, I am very considerate to you. You won't be left out. You won't feel left out. You won't feel abandoned. You won't feel as if anybody, any party is more superior than you. You know, I hold you to the same standard I hold myself, which is high. And because of that, I realized that when things don't go the way that I want them to go, that's when I really get upset. Because I kind of give you the benefit of the doubt early. Because I make my mind up before anything even gets to that point. You know, I make my mind up like, okay, I'm going to take this person serious. Okay, I'm going to really include this person in my circle. Okay, I'm really going to do business with this person. And I have to really be able to see longevity within you for me to even get there. And then once I already make that mind up for myself, then I have to be selfless. It's just who I am. I'm a fixated person. So I give all that I got, because once I leave and I decide to leave, I don't feel any regret because I know I left it all on the table. So, you know, that's why I think that I get upset about it, because to everybody else, I'm selfish. I don't care. Like once I don't care, I don't care. It's all about me. But when I care, it's all about you. It's all about us, and it's all about how I can, you know.
And this is how most men think. When a man is building a family with a woman, they make sure that, you know, hey, everybody's good. You know, and make sure everybody's good. But women, they don't make sure everybody good. They only care about themselves. A woman don't know how to love. Women are incapable of love. And that's just the bottom line. They're incapable of being good partners. They're incapable of being good lovers. They're incapable of being appreciative. They're incapable of love. Women, they just don't have it. Serious.
Realistically keep a fine balance within us two.
Oh, that's so poetic.
I mean, you know, that's just who I am. You got like I'm that guy that I could bite the bullet, like that picture. Like I could bite the bullet for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll bite the bullet 3-4 times, but once you hit the 5th time, everybody duck. Like everybody duck.
Spin
You
that
know?
bullet out.
I'm very similar. Like when I'm done, I'm done. I give my
Mhm.
all when I have to and when I can, but when I'm done, I'm out and I don't want to talk about it. There's no spinning the block. There's none of that.
Yeah. Which, and honestly, like when I identify somebody as a selfish person, automatically I get put off.
Yeah.
I automatically get put off.
So funny that you say that. Because I know that I am a selfish person, but being married has actually made me more conscious of my selfishness, to the extent it's helping me to be more selfless, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So it's like I've always thought about Aaron first. What's best for Aaron? You know, how does this work for Aaron? X, Y, and Z. But a lot of times I have to think about like, well, what does my husband need out of this? Or what can I do to make something easier or better for him, because he may be in a predicament where he needs the extra, and I really don't. So I need to be able to give that. But I also think that we have to consider like, where do you draw the line where it's necessary to be selfish? I think like, you know, there's a big thing around self-care these days, mental health, physical health. Like in order to indulge in a lot of those things, there's a level of selfishness.
Yeah.
You know, so I think like the question is, where do we draw that line on like the level of selfishness necessary to love yourself, to care for yourself?
So I feel like the difference really in being selfish and what is it? Self-love,
Selfless.
Selfish and selfless.
selfish,
Ooh, baby, this one gonna be hard. This shot.
So I feel like when we speak about being selfish, like of course when that word comes up, it's definitely said in a negative with a negative connotation, definitely. But you know, people say self-care and you know, it's positive, like, yeah, do things for yourself and you know, take care of yourself, mental health, all these things that you were saying. But I feel like more similar to what Rico was saying, like putting others before you is being selfless. Like I care about you. Yes, I care about myself too, but I'm trying to make it so that, you know, we work in a certain dynamic. Like, you know, you're good, but I'm also good. Being selfish is not really caring about anybody else but yourself. Like, we can be in a situation, but as long as it's good for me, like whatever I decide or whatever my decisions bring out of it, if I'm gonna be good and you're gonna be fucked, like I don't care because I'm like it all works out for me.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? That's actually one of the main differences between
Successful people and not.
no, it's not what I was about to say.
You
But
gotta lie.
that's like one of the main differences between like or the between being selfish and being selfless is because selfishness, the characteristics of that is, like you said, they're negative. You may be demanding, everything is for your advantage. You may be manipulating.
Selfless is putting others of importance and making sure they're good. And women are opposite. Women are selfish. They make sure themselves are good. The men, we make sure the women are good. Women make sure they self is good. These women do not care enough to think of someone else above themselves. This is why we have to look at women in a business perspective. When you're dealing with a woman, you got to look at her from a business perspective. Can't look at it that love Disneyland shit. Oh, you're just great woman, you're a good woman, and you all that, nigga. That's the biggest lie. Women are to be looked at objectively, not spiritually. Women are to be treated as a business perspective. Take her out to dinner, get what you want out of it. Enjoy it while it lasts. Keep it pushing. A woman, to me, if you want to have your legacy, you need to pay for it. Because you're going to pay anyway. Pay now or pay later. Which one you want? So it's better. Think about it. It's better to, if you're going to find a woman who aesthetically looks good, and be like, okay, check it out. Take her out. Y'all hit it off good. And tell her, look, I want to have a kid. And say, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind having a kid. Be like, look, I got 10 bands. We're gonna get you pregnant, have the baby, and we'll co-parent. That's it. Because all that other shit, we've been dating for 5 years and 3 years, and she loves me. I love her. We're one happy family. It's bullshit, nigga. BS. We have to start treating women objectively, like tennis shoes. Go to the store, you buy your new pair. Pick it up, get a new pair. I do think men overvalue women. I think men are overvaluing women so much that they're blinded. We got niggas online talking about the nuclear family, you know, we need to get it back together, Ruthless. Nigga paid to give me off the motherfucking show because he said the nuclear family, Ruthless, we gotta have the nuclear family so the kids will have a better chance. Nigga, don't you see these women are leaving your asses? A lot of y'all, they not even marrying your asses. The fuck you mean the nuclear family? Women don't give a fuck about no nuclear family, but they keep telling me, Ruthless, the nuclear family is everything. It's the only way we can have a good society. It's the only way to build a community. You think women give a fuck about that? They're going to put themselves first. And when they're tired of your ass, they leaving you, nigga. So you might as well treat this shit like a business. Yeah, OG Dirty. Motherfucker on, I was on, it was not Sharon or Izzy. I was on Izzy channel. And they were talking about, oh yeah, we need the nuclear family, Ruthless. The nuclear family is the key to bringing back the black community. And I told him, y'all stupid. Nigga paid to get me off. Because I said, y'all stupid. Y'all think women give a fuck about keeping the nuclear family together? If she's not happy, she will burn that motherfucking house down. Period. She don't give a fuck. Baby, what about the history? Baby, remember when when I should take you out, baby? Remember? She's leaving you, nigga. And then she's talking bad about your ass. And she's turning against the kid against you. Your daddy ain't shit. You ain't shit. You just like your daddy. He ain't shit. You ain't gonna be shit. And this is what us men are not fucking realizing. We're fucking stuck in the fucking 60s, the 70s. And these women are in the motherfucking 2025 moving out here. With, who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me, boo? So as men, we need to start treating these women in a business. When you're, listen, and I'm keeping it real. When you're dealing with these women, you have to look at it from a business mindset. You can't look at it from love, spiritual, my person, my boo. Because these women are not looking at it that way either. These women rather sell you up the river. They rather fuck your best friend because they're mad at you than to try to work through your problems. We got to quit falling for the banana in the tailpipe. These women have to be looked at only as business acquisitions. If you're in a family, you're dealing with a woman, you need to look at her. Whenever you're courting her and vetting her, you need to look at her as, can she make a good baby mama? Not a good wife. You need to look at her as, can she be a cool baby mama to work with? You should not be looking at these women, we're going to be forever, ever. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize to my baby mama. Mama don't like me. Niggas need to start recruiting baby mamas who are cool baby mamas. The days of good, long, wifely, happy family is over, nigga. If you marry one of these women, she would entrap you to her emotions and run you, nigga. Until she tired of you, then she get rid of you.
Manipulative, but I still go back to my point that I think in order to exercise self-love, I mean, you may not be a 10 on the selfish scale, but you gotta be somewhere around 5 in order to take care of yourself. Because a lot of times when you're too selfless, and y'all said this, you just keep giving, giving, and you're empty, and nobody's filling up your cup.
Yeah.
That's a problem when nobody's filling up your cup. You know, and they think, oh, you're good, you're the strong one, you're reliable, you can always come through X, Y, and Z. But no one's called to say, hey, what's up, Rico? My boy, you good? You know, I ain't heard from you. Are you out of town or whatever because you're not feeling well, or you know, like it's something going on. Is anybody saying, Nicole, like, are you good?
Yeah,
Because
just a
you might,
mental checkup.
but you might be that strong person that nobody ever checks on because you're so selfish, you know. And I think
Or
that's
selfish too.
I think that's probably like you can be so selfless that it's to your detriment.
Yeah.
And selfish people really may not be able to like figure out that line, you know.
Definitely, you gotta think too, because there's many times that I watch people be so selfless that I've watched people become so selfless to a point where they grow resentment towards their situation, and sometimes even themselves, right? And I think that's what happens, and when you don't have a fine balance. Now, it's funny because when you were reading the definition of selfish, right? I've been called selfish because I am demanding, right? I do have, a set way or idea to get to whatever destination that I'm trying to go. And I think it was the most disrespectful thing because I was like, in my mind, selfishness has no consideration for the other party, no real benefit for the other party. But if I'm demanding and it may come off as I'm being selfish, but really you need to understand that you're included in every step, every plan, and we're going to both eat the same amount, and I'm just trying to really be more so of a leader than be more so than I am selfish. But because sometimes I like I said, I am demanding, and I'm like, I'm not seeing that way, or maybe I see that way, but I'm kind of like dismissing it because I believe my way is better. It can come off and be perceived as selfish, but realistically, I'm trying to include you into a journey that realistically is for your benefit just as much as it is mine.
That's fair, but I think the problem with that is you have to communicate that.
Yeah.
Because if somebody's saying, "Yo, I ain't with your plan," we're on we on my plan. Like to
And
me,
now we
that's like,
fighting.
yo, are you even considering what I can add to this or what I don't know about this or X, Y, and Z? I think that is part of communication. Because if you're gonna be selfish, but in your mind you're not being selfish, you got to communicate this. Like, yo, it's not just about me. Like, this is for us, but I need you to understand my plan so you can get on it because it's for the greater good, you know. What do you think?
I agree. I think communication is definitely key. That's going to get you to where you need to be. And to your point, I think that you said something that I really wanted to touch on a minute ago when you said, "Where's the line between being selfish and selfless, and when is it okay to kind of start being selfish?" I've made plenty of decisions in my like adult life. I consider my 30s like start my adult life, honestly, because the 20s was fun. Yeah, it was just fun. It was fun. So like now I'm a big girl. I made so many decisions that people would consider like selfish, but I'm like, at the end of the day, is it going to benefit those around me? Like, is everyone a part of my, program? Are they going to benefit from it? And I made those decisions. And yeah, it may not have seemed like a great thing to maybe one person at that time. But at the end of the day, there are many benefits for everyone else. So I definitely think that as long as the greater good is being taken care of, and I just want to piggyback off of that, as long as most of the people are good in a situation, then it's cool to move forward. But communication is definitely key.
I'm calling Cat. These women ain't. Only thing to communicate is, I just did my bills paid. That's it. It's the only thing they really got to say. You know, these women, listen, these women are about business. They look at us as
What's something that give you butterflies?
Money. Money gives me butterflies.
that's how them women look at it. If it ain't money, it's the emotions. If it ain't the emotions, it's their ego. Roof is out. Thank you for coming. Hit the like button. Until next time.